Hello, welcome to my Linux video tutorial series, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up Ansible in your CentOS or Red Hat machine, and how to write Ansible Playbook to configure, as an example, a web server. So let's get started. And on the right hand side, this is my server machine, or you can say master machine, and on the left hand side is my client or node machine. So I can make the font a bit bigger. Yeah, all right. So back to my server machine, and you know that Ansible works agentlessly, so you just have to install the Ansible in the server or master machine, but you don't have to install it in your nodes. So it's better than others, I think. So you don't have to install the automation tool in every node machine. All right, let's install it. Yum install Ansible -y. Okay, Ansible works through SSH connection, so we have to configure SSH-Keygen, and I'll show you how to do that. So let it install it first. It's taking some time, so be patient. Alright, Ansible is successfully installed, and now so after installing it, you'll find this Ansible directory inside etc. And here you see you have ansible.cfg. This is the configuration file, and there is another file named hosts. So you can edit these files to configure Ansible, or otherwise you can make your own Ansible CFG and host file, which is actually inventory file, as we say in Ansible, in another directory. But in this case I'm going to use the default one, so let's start from the host. So if you open this file, you'll see a lot of examples how to write the hosts in this file. For example, you can write the host name directly, or you can write the IP address, so it's your choice. And also you can put your host names or nodes IP address in different groups, so you can run Ansible Playbook on different groups and not touching other groups, so you can categorize it. But yeah, in this case I have only one node machine, so I'm going to put my one node machine's IP address, and let's put it in a group. So let's say my group name is my node. So the IP address of my node machine is 100.121. So it's the IP address for this showing you. So you see it's 121. So I'm just writing it here, save it and quit. So our in our inventory we have put our node machine's IP address, but there is another problem, that we didn't put SSH user name or SSH password for this node machine. So Ansible will not be able to access the node machine without that, because it uses SSH connection to deploy the playbook to the node machine. So we can do that, and we can say like Ansible dot configuration file, and here you have to find the remote user option. So you have to comment it out so that it will be active. So from this configuration file, Ansible will read that whenever it tries to communicate with the node machine, it will use a remote user as a root. So yeah, we want to deploy all the playbooks as a root user for the node machine. So here it is. But we have another problem, that is the SSH password. So in Ansible, we don't use password for accessing the node machines, because you may have a lot of node machines, so you can't write lots of password, to access lots of nodes. So here we use SSH-Keygen or SSH public keys to access to the node machines. So let's configure that. So to do that, in the server machine or master machine, you have to generate the SSH-Keygen using the command ssh SSH-Keygen. So it will generate a SSH key, and if you just hit enter, it will by default generate a RSA key, and of course you can put an option -t RSA, or if you want other type of other type of algorithms, you can do that, but in this case I'm going to the default RSA. So yeah, so just hit enter, and the key is generated, and now we have to copy this key to the node machine. So there are two ways to do that. The simple way is to SSH copy ID command, and but if you have a lot of node machines, then you cannot do this, because it will take so much time to copy all the SSH key to like hundreds of machines. So there will be another way, like writing an Ansible playbook for that will deploy the key to all of the node machines. So we will check that after some time. Like right now I'm just showing how to copy the SSH key to our node machine. So I'm not going to hit enter, like so if you just put SSH key ID and write the node machine's IP address and hit enter, it will copy the generated public key to the node machine. So after that you can access the node machine just typing the IP address, just SSH and IP address. You don't have to put right password all the time, because it will this SSH key ID copy ID will exchange the key pair in between them, so they will communicate with that SSH key. So you don't need to use your SSH password for that. So okay, you can use this command to do that, but I'm going to show you a bit advanced way. So for that, let's say my Ansible. So let's create a directory here in the root named my Ansible. So sorry, let's create an Ansible playbook, but before that I'm going to show the let's do it first. Let's say my key.yml. So it's my I'm going to create a YML file. I mean, this is the default format for Ansible Playbook, so I named it key.yml and open it in Vim. So let's write it. To start, you have to put 3 dashes at the beginning of the playbook. This is the syntax format for Ansible Playbook. So after that, press enter and put 1 dash and put another space and then write name. So name is the name. In here you will put your Ansible Playbook, what you're gonna do actually. So you can, it's like a comment. So I'm going to write just install SSH-key for all the hosts. Okay, then press double space. So you have to follow this indentation, otherwise Ansible Playbook won't work. I mean, it will throw errors. So I mean, you have to follow this format. So also I can write here my node machines group like my_nodes node, or otherwise if I want to deploy it to all the hosts of my inventory file or host file, so I can write all. Then we are gonna define our tasks. So we can write an you have to put a name. I mean, here you have to tell what kind of task you are going to do. It's just like a comment again. Install key. So here we are going to use a module, Ansible module. I'll show you after finishing this that what is where do you find the Ansible modules in your in this package. So I'll show you that. Just follow right now. Authorized is just so you can like root, state. These are the options or arguments for authorized key module. Key. So it will, okay, I'll explain it a bit later. Actually, this line, what this line explains, it will look up a file named our SSH public key, and it will copy that public key to the node machine. So you have to put the path here. So the default path is under root, and there is a hidden directory called .ssh, and into that directory there is the file, the pub. Sorry. Just close it, close the first bracket, then close the second bracket, sorry. Okay, So let's show you. /root/.ssh. If you just hit double tap, you see that there is two file IDRSA and IDRSA.pub. These are created after we put the SSH-Keygen command, and you have to copy the IDRSA.pub to the node machine. So I put that in the path. So I hope you understand this. And now I'll run the playbook. So to run the playbook, you have to write Ansible Playbook and all. Here it means that you wanna run the playbook for all the hosts. -m is the module I'm gonna use. No, I'm not pinging it actually. I'm gonna run. So you don't need this actually. Maybe you can put yeah, probably. Let's see. Syntax error. Yeah. So I have, there is a syntax error, I guess. Syntax error while loading YML. So let's debug it. Let me check. Okay, let's check this file. Yeah, we have done a mistake here. We didn't close the double quote. Sorry. Let's run this again. Okay, it's running now, but it throws an error that just read the message. Using SSH password instead of a key is not possible because host key checking is enabled. So it's important that host key checking should be disabled to make it work. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Just ansible.cfg, and here put another line. Host key checking, just make it false and run it again. Hopefully it will work now. Yep. Okay, it's it already exchanged the key from the IDRSA.ssh directory, our public key. So yep, I'm showing another thing that I have used a we have used -k option to run this playbook, and if you want to know all the options of Ansible, you can check manual, short from man Ansible, and here you will find all the options you can use. And -key, let's check it out. -key is for ask for password, so it will let the playbook to ask for the SSH password for your node machine. So it's important that you have the same SSH password for all of the node machines, so that you have to just type one password. So, and another thing I'm showing you is Ansible docs -l yeah, Ansible doc probably. It will take some time because it is going to show you all the modules Ansible have. So Ansible has like over 3,000 modules the current version, so a lot of. So you can check this by this command, ansible -doc -l for list. Yeah, so just hit enter and you'll get all the keys. So if you want to write, or if you want to see the detail of a Ansible module, you can check like this: Ansible doc. Just write the doc name, module name. So Ansible doc. Here I want to see the yum module information. So here is the yum module information. Here you will find all the options and how to use the yum module and use all the yum modules options. Yeah, you see there are so many examples here how to write that in your playbook. So you can take a look as a reference before writing the playbook. Okay, so let's check our SSH is working or not. Yeah, see, it didn't ask for the SSH password, it just logged in. So this is what we want for deploying the playbook to the node machines. So now it's time to write our example playbook. So let's create, let's say we want to install a web server to our node machine. So let's first check if there is any. rpm -qa httpd. No, the package install is not installed here, but we are going to install it through Ansible. So vim, let's say webserver .yml. Hit I for insert and start with 3 another dash is space name. Name would be like install web server to all of my nodes. Okay, so host, here I am showing putting all, so because I want to deploy it to the all node machines. And you can put this option, but it's not mandatory because you already have put this option in the ansible.cfg configuration file. So it's up to you, there is no need, so I'm not going to use it. So tasks, what kind of task we want to accomplish, and we have to name the task. I mean, what kind of tasks now we want to do. Let's say first install the httpd package. So we gonna use yum module here, name. So name is httpd, let's not put any white space, and state equal present. So state equal to present means it will, if it is not present in the node machine, is gonna install it. So if you want to uninstall, then you can write absent. So you have to remember this indentation is very important. Now after installing it, let's say we want to copy a index file from this master machine to the node machine. So you can use a, let's say, copy index.html to the node machine for web page. Anyway, just write anything you want. Okay, I'm going to use a copy module source. You have to follow this syntax source. Let's say I put it in my Ansible /index.html. We didn't create it, this file, so we will create it, and you are gonna put it in var www. This is the default web directory for the httpd package. So html/ we want to put it here as an HTML. Okay, name. Now we want to restart the service, probably, yeah. Start or restart, whatever you want, httpd. So here I'm going to use the service module, name httpd, state equal to, let's say I will restart, so restart it, or you can write it started, whatever you want, minus name. Now we wanna enable it, enable the httpd for startup on boot. So here you can use a service again, name, here the, so you can check the service module by typing ansible -doc service. So is the enabled equal to yes, not state, okay? So don't be confused, just check. And we want to enable HTTPD in our firewall, so firewall allow HTTPD in firewall. So let's use command module, though there is a firewall module, but let's say I'm showing you how to use the command module. It's easier. Permanent add service equal to HTTP, yeah, HTTP. If you wanna add HTTPS, you can do that. Just right, I'm not using that. Now reload the firewall. Sorry. Okay, so these are the tasks we want to do. Save it and quit. You can check your this playbook syntax, what's the name, Webserver. You can write syntax, check. Yeah, the syntax is okay. So let's deploy it. Ansible Playbook webserver.yml. Let's see. Okay, so far so good. Scattering the okay, and the pass. I hope there is no typing mistake in the playbook. Yeah, I think there is one. An exception occurred during test to see the full trace back. Okay, so okay, we did not create the index.html here, so let's create it. Okay, index.html. Sorry, another mistake. HTML. Hello Ansible. Good day. Okay, right, let's write it. Let's play it again. So it's not copying it. Yeah, copying is done. Yeah, it started, enabled, allow HTTPD in firewall. Yeah, it passed. Reload the firewall. I hope it will pass. Yep. Yeah, it worked. Let's see here. Our just see, and even we can see the web page from here using card. Yeah, hello Ansible, good day. So yeah, firewall is allowing us to access the web server. So yes, that's the way, and I hope you get an idea of using Ansible, writing Ansible Playbook. So I guess it will help you to deploy it in your environment. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching the video, and bye bye.